Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Go-Karts, Mini Bikes, and more, and if you can hear me, I am a little bit out of breath, and that is mainly because I've been cutting this pipe by hand with a hacksaw. And as you can see, it's pretty thick pipe. It's actually a coupler, not really a pipe because it's threaded. And my original plan was to use a muffler, but this was just too long. I didn't really like the words on it. This is just so shiny, it's not gonna focus, but my original plan was to make this whole thing into a coupler for a, let me put that down, for a, well, the muffler for an exhaust, but this was too long. I didn't really like that, and I tried originally cutting it, if you guys can see, with the angle grinder right there, and it just didn't come out straight whatsoever. It was jagged and everything, and because I'm not the best with the angle grinder, I don't really have much experience using it. I see people that could get straight cuts. I'm not one of those people. As you can see, I get pretty straight cuts with a hacksaw. I'm used to using a hacksaw because I make knives, and no, not sharpen up a butter knife knives. I make real knives out of blanks, 1095 high carbon steel. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on that, but I'm just in the middle of cutting this. I was thinking about using this coupler on and that muffler on my go-kart, but I still don't know of a way to mount to the actual exhaust without welding, because as you guys know, I don't have a welder. So if you guys have any ideas on how to do that, let me know, because I'd really appreciate it. But I'm just gonna finish cutting this and see how straight it comes out. And as you guys can see, it is cut off. That didn't take too long because I was already about halfway through. There's a lot of burrs and stuff, but as you can see, the cut came out pretty straight. Like I said, I'm pretty skilled with the hacksaw because I have to use it all the time. Another thing I should mention is this is galvanized, so you don't really want to be using the angle grinder or welding on it, but do it outside maybe. I wouldn't really recommend just trying to hold your breath, because you could get really sick and even die if you breathe in these galvanized fumes. So I'm going to take this off and clean up the burrs and show you guys what it looks like. Now with it out of the vise, you guys can see just how bad I am with the angle grinder, because this is what I used to. This is the side I cut with the angle grinder. As you can see, it's just terrible. If I took that little nick off right there that I messed up on, it would have been fairly straight, but like I said, I'm just not skilled with an angle grinder. It's still kind of crooked and everything, but that's not a problem. I got the piece I'm gonna need over there sitting on the anvil part of the vise, and as you can see, even without that angle grinder piece, I still have enough for another coupler. So $5 gets you about 2 couplers, so it's a pretty decent deal. So as you can see here, be careful, it still could be hot. As you can see, it's straight, really straight actually. I just got to clean off the burrs with the angle grinder. Now something that's not advised is grinding with a cutting disc. I don't feel like changing out the discs, mainly just because I'm just looking for a quick project right now. This should do the job, just to clean off some burrs. So I'm going to put this piece back in the vise and clean off the burrs. Okay everybody, so I decided to switch to the file, mainly because grinding it with the angle grinder is just a little sketchy. Because I was holding it, my fingers are right by the cutting blade. If I had the grinding disc in it, I wouldn't be so sketched out to do it. But I'm just going to switch to a file, and this is just a cheap Walmart file. Had these probably 3 or 4 years now, and they've held up amazingly, surprisingly, for being Walmart files. They've done a good job. I've filed down high carbon steel with these, filed down wood, even like all stuff that you're not supposed to, and they've held up great. So for small garage projects and everything such as this, I highly recommend these. Actually, they're actually not that bad. So I'm gonna get to just filing off the burrs, and I'll get back to you guys once they are off. Alright, so I got the burrs more or less off, and once I got the burrs off, you could kind of see this cut isn't crazy perfect. As you can see, it's got some high spots on the right side and not the left, which will cause it to not sit flat. So to be honest, I probably might wind up not even using this. And if I have to take these couplers somewhere to get it welded, I will probably just have them cut it too, because I'm sure they have one of those portable bandsaws or something that they could get a nice straight cut on. But we'll see. I probably will get one that's not galvanized as well, just to be a little bit safer. And another thing I should mention about these files is I didn't even use them right half the time. Half the time I kind of just scrub back and forth with it, and they've held up pretty decent. Alright, so I got the coupler a little bit more evened out. Like I said, still not perfect, so I'll probably just take it somewhere to get it welded, and while I'm there, have it cut nice and straight. Now, if you might have noticed, the threads on the muffler are a lot shorter, and that's because I cut them down. Was that a good idea? I don't know. I kind of just got this and that sort of just like a test piece, just to see what will work and what won't before I get a nice muffler and a nice coupler. So we're just kind of testing. The rest of the threads kind of were just all slop anyway, because this just wouldn't quite fit on there because it tapered, so it wasn't quite 3/4. But up here is, so it'll thread on and then sort of press up against this little lip right here and get nice and tight. So I'll screw the coupler onto the muffler, and then I guess I'll end the video after that. Alright guys, just another thing, just a quick little update. I have it screwed on, I have it snugged down, and as you can see, they're almost flush with each other. So I think what I might do is stop being lazy and switch to the grinding wheel on my angle grinder and flatten them flush with each other. But again, that's about it. The weather's still bad, so I can't really make any great videos. Like I said, I'm going to be getting the performance parts and hopefully the paint for this mini bike this week. So this mini bike should be done by next month. I will start the build series maybe later today or tomorrow on putting the rims on the tires and the tubes in and everything like that. Just small stuff, just so I'm halfway prepared and you guys get a video. I will do an unboxing and install video of the performance parts. I am getting them from Go Power Sports. So that's about it right now, guys. Check out some of my other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe because I need to get them subscribers up. Tell your friends about my channel, everything like that. Check me out in Garage Amino at Go Karts, Mini Bikes, and more. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.